Imagine standing at the crossroads of endless possibilities, where every choice and every thought you entertain can significantly alter the course of your life. This is not just a poetic image, it is a reality for each of us every day. Our thoughts are powerful beyond measure, acting as the architects of our success and the blueprint of our future. Consider for a moment the magnificent human mind capable of generating roughly 70,000 thoughts per day. These thoughts shape our attitudes, drive our actions, and ultimately forge our destinies. The leaders, innovators, and trailblazers among us have mastered a critical art, the art of purposeful thinking. They've learned to harness their mental power to foster environments of productivity and opportunity. But how exactly do successful individuals use their thinking to impact their reality? It begins with the belief that their thoughts can indeed shape their outcomes. This belief isn't just a hopeful ideal. It's backed by the conviction that with the right mindset, there are no limits to what can be achieved. Every successful journey also starts with clarity. Before we can harness the power of our thoughts, we must first clear the noise, the doubts, and the limiting beliefs that cloud our minds. This process isn't about ignoring reality, but about adjusting the lens through which we view our challenges and opportunities. It's about focusing on solutions rather than problems, on action steps rather than obstacles. By aligning our thoughts with our goals, we prepare the ground for actionable strategies. The thoughts that occupy your mind most frequently are those that will either construct or constrain your path forward. This is why it is crucial to cultivate a landscape of positive, goal-oriented thinking. Successful people don't just think differently. They think deliberately. They choose thoughts that propel them forward, thoughts that open doors and create opportunities. Remember that the transformation begins within. By changing your thoughts, you don't just see the world differently. You begin to live in a world that you have actively reshaped. This is the essence of mastering the art of thinking, a fundamental skill that every successful person has cultivated. Understanding the workings of your own mind is not merely helpful, it is essential. Our minds, with their complex tapestry of thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, hold the keys to the barriers and breakthroughs we experience daily. To unlock the full potential of our minds, we begin with a crucial skill: self-awareness. Self-awareness is the conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. This knowledge becomes a powerful tool. It allows us to understand our habitual thought patterns, those repetitive thoughts that influence our behaviors and outcomes. By developing self-awareness, we gain the ability to not just recognize these patterns, but to understand their influence on our lives and our success. Take a moment to consider how often we operate on autopilot. We think, react, and make decisions based on patterns established over years or even decades. Some of these patterns are productive and beneficial, propelling us toward our goals. However, many are limiting, born from past experiences or unchallenged assumptions about what we can achieve or who we can become. Identification and transformation of these limiting beliefs is a profound aspect of mastering one's mind. Limiting beliefs are often stealthy saboteurs. They can keep us in comfort zones, prevent us from taking risks, and distort our perception of what is truly possible. They whisper that we are not enough, not smart enough, not hardworking enough, or simply not capable of reaching the heights of success we dream of. But how do we challenge and change these beliefs? It starts with awareness and honesty. By acknowledging these hidden barriers, we begin the process of dismantling them. This is where the power of positive thinking actively comes into play. Positive thinking is not about ignoring life's pressures and challenges. Rather, it is about changing our responses to them. It is about affirming our ability to manage, to overcome, and to thrive. Consider the transformation that occurs when we replace a thought like, "I can't handle this," with "I have the skills to manage this challenge." This shift doesn't just change our mood. It changes our biochemistry. Our minds, when directed positively, can reduce stress and enhance our decision-making capabilities, leading us to outcomes that are in alignment with our highest aspirations. In practice, fostering self-awareness and nurturing positive thinking requires diligence and consistency. It can be cultivated through practices such as journaling, meditation, and mindful reflection, tools that help us observe our thoughts without judgment. Through regular practice, we become skilled not only in identifying our patterns, but also in steering our thoughts in directions that serve our goals and well-being. This journey of mastering the mind also requires that we surround ourselves with environments and individuals that support our growth. The people we interact with and the media we consume can significantly influence our thought patterns. Choosing to engage with positive influences can reinforce our efforts to think and act in ways that propel us towards success. Our thoughts are the seeds of our actions. Every thought has the potential to either limit or advance us. By developing a deeper sense of self-awareness and embracing the power of positive thinking, we equip ourselves with the tools to intentionally shape our lives and move towards success with clarity and confidence. Now, as we understand our own minds better and learn to navigate our thought patterns, we set the stage for the next critical aspect, crafting a mindset geared towards continual growth and success. This mindset, once established, acts as fertile ground for the seeds of our thoughts, allowing us to grow beyond perceived limits and to create the successes we envision. As we build upon the foundation of self-awareness and positive thinking, it's essential to delve into another crucial aspect, cultivating a mindset geared for success. This mindset, often called a growth mindset, is not just beneficial. It's necessary for anyone seeking to achieve and sustain high levels of success. It involves seeing challenges not as barriers but as opportunities for learning and personal development. A growth mindset is rooted in the belief that our basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. Think about it. When you face a challenge, how do you respond? With fear or with curiosity and determination? Those who embrace challenges eagerly, undeterred by the possibility of failure, are those who live in a state of continual growth and improvement. Consider the story of an entrepreneur who started a business and faced numerous setbacks. Each failure in the early stages could have been seen as a sign to give up. However, with a growth mindset, these failures were viewed as valuable lessons. This perspective allowed the entrepreneur to adapt and evolve, eventually leading to a highly successful venture. The key difference here lies in the mindset. The entrepreneur chose to learn from each setback rather than be discouraged by it. Now, explore how this mindset impacts two critical areas: perseverance and resilience. Perseverance, or the ability to keep going in the face of adversity, is fueled by a growth mindset. When you believe that effort leads to growth and improvement, you're more likely to persist. This perseverance is not about blindly pushing forward, but about maintaining focus and adapting strategies as needed, all while staying committed to the end goal. Resilience, meanwhile, is about bouncing back from difficulties. It's about maintaining your course even when things seem bleak. With a growth mindset, resilience becomes part of your psychological toolkit. This resilience is particularly important because the path to success is rarely linear. It involves numerous detours and roadblocks. The ability to recover quickly from these setbacks, to learn from them, and to continue forward is what separates those who ultimately succeed from those who do not. Cultivating a growth mindset begins with changing how we talk to ourselves. It involves shifting from a self-dialogue that says, "I can't do this," to one that asks, "What can I learn from this situation?" This change in self-talk reinforces the belief that you are in control of your abilities and can develop them through effort and persistence. A growth mindset encourages curiosity. Curiosity drives us to explore new strategies, learn from others, and remain open to continuous learning. This openness is crucial because the world we live in is constantly changing. By fostering curiosity, we prepare ourselves not only to adapt to these changes, but also to lead innovation. Developing a growth mindset means valuing the process over the outcome. While goals are important, fixation on results can lead to frustration and impatience. Instead, by valuing the process, we find joy in daily activities and small victories, which cumulatively lead to significant achievements. This focus helps build momentum, keeping us motivated and engaged even when the ultimate goal still seems far away. Strive to foster a growth mindset in every aspect of our lives. Let this mindset be the lens through which we view our challenges and our opportunities. With this foundation, we set the stage not just for success, but for a life of continual growth and learning. As we embrace this mindset, we pave the way for the next crucial step, developing strategic thinking that aligns our actions with our ultimate goals ensuring that each step we take is purposeful and impactful. As we transition from cultivating a growth mindset to applying this perspective effectively, we encounter the pivotal role of strategic thinking in achieving our goals. Strategic thinking isn't just about being organized or planning ahead. It's a deliberate approach to creating your future. It involves setting clear, actionable goals and developing a methodical path to achieve them. To fully grasp the importance of setting clear goals, consider this. Without a destination, how do you know which path to take? Clear goals act as beacons, guiding your decisions and actions. They help you focus your energy on what truly matters, rather than dissipating it on distractions that do not align with your aspirations. But setting goals is just the beginning. The true essence of strategic thinking lies in the ability to break down these goals into manageable, actionable steps. For instance, imagine you aim to become a top performer in your field. This goal is commendable but broad. Strategic thinking prompts you deconstruct this into smaller objectives like improving specific skills, expanding your network, or gaining relevant certifications. Each step is not just a part of the process. It's a mini goal on its own, complete with deadlines and specific action points. Strategic thinking enhances your ability to prioritize. Not all actions carry the same weight. Some tasks will significantly impact your goals, while others might be less critical. By thinking strategically, you learn to evaluate the potential impact of your actions and allocate your time and resources accordingly. This prioritization ensures that you are not just busy but productive. Consider the example of a business leader deciding where to allocate budget. By prioritizing spending on market research and development instead of merely increasing the advertising budget, the leader ensures that the product meets market needs and stands out from the competition, thus strategically moving the company towards its goal of increasing market share. Furthermore, strategic thinking involves anticipating challenges and preparing for them. It's about foreseeing potential obstacles and crafting plans to navigate or mitigate these challenges. This proactive approach not only saves time and resources, but also positions you to seize opportunities that others might miss due to lack of preparedness. This forward-thinking approach also allows for better risk management. Understanding the risks associated with various decisions enables you to make more informed choices. Whether it's venturing into a new market or launching a product, being aware of what could go wrong and planning for it, it can be the difference between success and failure. To cultivate strategic thinking, start by regularly setting aside time to plan. This isn't time wasted but invested. During this planning time, assess your progress towards your goals. Identify the next steps and adjust your strategies as necessary. This routine keeps your actions aligned with your objectives and helps maintain your focus. What is the goal? Why is it important? What are the potential obstacles? How can these be overcome? What resources are needed? By routinely questioning and reassessing, you ensure that your plan remains robust and responsive to changes. Strategic thinking transforms vague aspirations into achievable plans. It empowers you to act with precision and purpose. As you master strategic thinking, you set not just a path to success, but a roadmap that navigates through complexities and maximizes opportunities. With your strategic plan in hand, you're now prepared to delve deeper into innovative thinking, where creativity meets execution, further enhancing your journey toward achieving exceptional outcomes. As we refine our strategic thinking and turn our attention toward execution, it's essential to focus on how decisions are made. Decision-making is the crucible in which great leadership is formed. Successful individuals understand that decision-making goes beyond merely choosing between options. It involves a nuanced analysis of risks and rewards and a deep understanding of the potential impacts of each choice. The essence of leadership lies in the ability to make decisions confidently and effectively. Leaders don't just make decisions for themselves. They make decisions that affect the course of teams, companies, and entire industries. Therefore, the process by which they come to their conclusions can be instructive for anyone looking to enhance their ability to think and act decisively. One of the key characteristics of successful decision makers is their reliance on a combination of intuition and analysis. This does not mean making uninformed choices based on gut feelings alone. Instead, it involves gathering as much relevant information as possible and then applying a finely tuned intuition honed by years of experience and learning. This synthesis allows leaders to see beyond the black and white of data to the nuances that might not be immediately apparent. For example, consider a business leader faced with the decision to expand into a new market. This leader would evaluate the potential financial rewards and weigh them against the inherent risks of such a move. They might consider factors such as market volatility, regulatory environment, competitive landscape, and their own company's capacity to meet new demands. But beyond these tangible elements, the leader must also gauge less quantifiable factors, like the alignment of this new market with the company's long-term vision or the potential for innovation and learning. This balance of risk and reward is central to effective decision-making. Risk is inherent in every decision, but not all risks are worth taking. Successful people ask themselves not only whether they can afford to take a risk, but also whether they can afford not to take it. They understand that excessive caution can sometimes be as damaging as recklessness. The key is to find the middle ground where the potential for significant rewards outweighs the risks involved enough to justify a decision. Decision-making is often about timing. Leaders understand that the right decision at the wrong time is still the wrong decision. They assess not only the current situation, but also project potential future scenarios. This forward-thinking approach ensures that decisions are not just reactive, but proactive, positioning the individual or the organization for future success. Another critical element in decision-making is the ability to remain objective and remove personal biases. This can be challenging, as personal experiences, preferences, and emotions naturally influence thinking. However, successful decision-makers strive to recognize their biases and either compensate for or negate them during the decision-making process. This objectivity allows them to make decisions that are in the best interest of the larger goals and not just personal preferences. After a decision is made, strong leaders commit to it fully. They understand that half-hearted execution can doom even the most well-considered decision. They also remain adaptable, ready to make adjustments based on new information or changing circumstances without straying from their core objectives. Decision-making is a complex skill that balances analytical thinking with intuitive insight. It requires a clear assessment of risks and rewards, impeccable timing, and an objective mindset. As you continue to develop these decision-making abilities, you'll be better equipped to not only think like a leader, but also to act like one navigating complexities with confidence and clarity. With a robust decision-making process in place, you are now prepared to embrace innovative thinking where you can creatively solve problems and implement solutions that reinforce your path to success. It's crucial to highlight the role of innovative thinking in paving new pathways to success. Innovation isn't just about inventing new products or services. It's about thinking differently and creatively about problems and opportunities. It's the spark that ignites change and propels industries and societies forward. Innovative thinking requires a willingness to break away from traditional methods and explore new possibilities. It involves asking what if and why not. This kind of thinking challenges the status quo and opens up new avenues for exploration and discovery. It's about seeing beyond the immediate constraints and imagining what could be possible. Take, for example, the story of how personal computing was revolutionized. Not so long ago, computers were massive, room-sized machines accessible only to businesses and universities. Then, visionaries imagined a world where every individual could own a computer. These thinkers weren't deterred by the enormity of the task. Instead, they saw an opportunity to change the world. Their innovative thinking led to the development of the personal computer, transforming every aspect of society, from education to business to entertainment. Innovation also plays a crucial role in the field of medicine. Consider the development of vaccine technology. Traditional methods of vaccine development may have taken decades. However, faced with global challenges, medical scientists and researchers leveraged innovative thinking to accelerate the development of new vaccines. By using genetic sequencing and synthetic biology, they shortened the timeline for vaccine development from years to months, demonstrating how innovative thinking can lead to monumental breakthroughs in critical situations. Moreover, innovative thinking is not confined to technology and science. It applies equally to the arts, business strategies, and education. in the arts, digital technology has opened up new forms of expression and creativity. In business, companies that once thrived on selling physical products have reinvented themselves by offering digital services or creating entirely new markets. In education, traditional classrooms are being transformed through virtual reality and interactive learning platforms, enhancing engagement and learning outcomes. To cultivate an innovative mindset, start by creating an environment that encourages creativity and expression. This means fostering a culture where new ideas are welcomed and where it's safe to take risks and make mistakes. It involves providing teams with the resources and freedom to experiment and encouraging a diverse range of perspectives. Diversity of thought is often the bedrock of innovation, as it brings together different experiences and viewpoints. Another critical aspect of fostering innovative thinking is to remain constantly curious and committed to learning. The most creative and innovative minds are those that remain open to new ideas and continuously seek out new knowledge and experiences. They are lifelong learners, always ready to absorb new information and turn it into actionable insights. Innovative thinking requires resilience. Not every new idea will succeed, and many of the world's best innovations were preceded by failures. The key is to learn from these experiences and to continue refining and adjusting ideas until they reach their potential. This resilience in the face of setbacks is what ultimately drives a successful innovation. Innovative thinking opens doors to new possibilities and is essential for progress. By encouraging creativity, fostering an environment that supports experimentation, and embracing continuous learning and resilience, you can unlock the potential for groundbreaking innovations in any field. The innovative thinking that allows us to explore uncharted territories and break conventional boundaries, we must not overlook the profound value of reflective thinking. Reflective thinking involves looking back at our past experiences, not with regret or nostalgia, but with a critical eye towards learning and growth. This process of reflection is an essential component of continuous improvement, enabling us to forge a more informed and effective path into the future. Reflective thinking is not just about remembering what happened. It's about analyzing our actions, decisions, and their outcomes. What worked? What didn't? And most importantly, why this introspection allows us to extract valuable lessons from our experiences, lessons that can inform our future decisions and strategies. Consider a professional who has just completed a major project that did not go as planned. Through reflective thinking, this individual can take a step back and evaluate the sequence of events. They might realize that certain assumptions they made at the outset were incorrect, or that they could have allocated resources more effectively. By identifying these specifics, they not only understand what went wrong, but also how to avoid similar mistakes in the future. Reflective thinking enhances our problem-solving skills by enabling us to apply past lessons to current challenges. For instance, a business leader facing a downturn in the market might reflect on previous downturns they've navigated. By recalling the strategies that helped mitigate risks in the past, they can better tailor their approach to meet the current challenge, thereby turning potential setbacks into opportunities for growth. This type of thinking encourages a proactive rather than reactive approach to challenges. It shifts our perspective from seeing problems as obstacles to viewing them as opportunities to apply what we've learned from past experiences. This shift is crucial for personal and professional development, as it fosters a mindset that is resilient, adaptable, and forward-thinking. To cultivate reflective thinking, one effective method is to keep a journal. This practice can help you capture insights and reflections in real time, providing a rich resource to draw from when facing future decisions. Regularly revisiting this journal can enhance your ability to connect past experiences with current challenges, enriching your decision-making process. Another method is to conduct regular review sessions, either individually or as a team. These sessions can focus on analyzing recent actions and outcomes and should be conducted in an atmosphere of openness and honesty. The goal is to learn and improve, not to assign blame. Over time, these sessions can help build a culture of continuous improvement where learning from the past is an integral part of planning for the future. Reflective thinking also involves seeking feedback from others, as external perspectives can provide insights that you might overlook. Engaging with mentors, peers, or even team members about past decisions and experiences can open new avenues of thought and potential learning opportunities. Reflective thinking is a powerful tool for continuous improvement. By regularly engaging in this practice, you not only learn from past experiences, but also enhance your ability to make informed, strategic decisions that drive future success. This cycle of action, reflection, learning, and improvement becomes a driving force in your personal and professional growth. Harness the power of reflective thinking, not just to learn from the past, but to actively shape a future that reflects our highest aspirations and deepest insights. With this thoughtful approach, we are better equipped to navigate the complexities of life and work, ensuring that our journey toward success is as rewarding as the achievements that await us. The culmination of our exploration into the realms of masterful thinking, it becomes clear how each element of thought, from self-awareness to innovative and reflective thinking, interconnects to forge a pathway to success. The journey through understanding and harnessing the power of our thoughts is not merely an exercise in mental acuity, but a transformative process that has the potential to elevate every aspect of our lives. We began by examining the importance of self-awareness, recognizing how our internal dialogue shapes our actions and outcomes. By becoming conscious of our thought patterns, we unlock the ability to direct our mental energy towards growth and progress rather than being held captive by unconscious beliefs that limit our potential. Building on the foundation of self-awareness, we discuss the cultivation of a growth mindset. This perspective empowers us to embrace challenges and view failures not as setbacks, but as opportunities for learning and development. Such a mindset is not only about achieving success, but about sustaining it, making learning and growth continuous processes. Strategic thinking was identified as crucial for setting clear, actionable goals and effectively navigating the course towards achieving them. By thinking strategically, we ensure that our efforts are focused, our resources are well allocated, and our actions are aligned with our ultimate objectives. We then delved into decision making, underscoring the balance required between risk and reward. Effective decision makers harness their knowledge and intuition to make choices that propel them forward, demonstrating that leadership in any aspect of life often hinges on the ability to make timely, informed decisions. Innovative thinking was highlighted as a pathway to breaking conventional boundaries and pioneering new solutions. It drives us to question the status quo and to find new ways to overcome challenges, showing that innovation is not confined to creative industries alone, but is crucial in any field where progress and competitiveness are desired. Reflective thinking finally brings depth to our understanding, allowing us to learn from the past to improve our future actions. By regularly engaging in reflection, we develop a keen sense of insight that informs our decisions and sharpens our foresight, preparing us for whatever challenges lie ahead. As we integrate these diverse forms of masterful thinking into our daily lives, we transform not just our mindset, but our reality. Each thought, each decision, and each reflection shapes not just the outcomes we achieve, but the person we become. They should adopt these brilliant thinking strategies, apply them consistently, whether in your personal endeavors, your professional ventures, or your relationships. By doing so, you will find that you are not only capable of achieving your goals, but also equipped to exceed them, creating a life that is not only successful, but also purposeful and fulfilling. Not be content with merely dreaming of success. Let us think, decide, and act in ways that turn these dreams into reality. Embrace the power of masterful thinking and watch as the boundaries of what you thought possible expand before your very eyes. It's crucial to recognize that the true value of this knowledge does not lie merely in understanding it, but in applying it. You are now poised at the brink of transformation, not just for yourselves, but for your communities and the fields in which you operate. The opportunity before each of you is not only to become leaders in thought, but to act as beacons that guide others towards enlightenment and success. Taking responsibility for our thoughts is the first step in this transformative process. Every thought you choose to entertain, every decision you make casts a stone into the pond of your community, creating ripples that reach far beyond your immediate sphere. By choosing thoughts that uplift and inspire, that challenge and innovate, you are shaping a world that reflects these values. You are crafting a legacy of influence and inspiration. The challenge I lay before you today is to lead by example. In whatever field you find yourself, strive to be the person others look up to, not just for your achievements, but for the way you think and approach challenges. Whether you are in business, education, healthcare, or any other area, your ability to think creatively and critically, to learn from the past and anticipate the future, sets a standard for others to follow. Leading by example means more than just achieving success. It means demonstrating how success can be achieved ethically, sustainably, and collaboratively. Show your colleagues, your teams, and your communities that by thinking deeply and carefully, one can overcome any obstacle and turn challenges into stepping stones towards greater achievements. Moreover, embrace the role of a mentor. Share the insights you have gained from mastering your thought processes. Teach others how to think strategically, how to innovate, and how to reflect on their experiences to glean wisdom. The true mark of a thought leader is not how high they climb alone, but how many others they lift up along the way. Lastly, I urge you to commit to continuous learning and improvement. The landscapes of industry and technology are ever evolving, and staying at the forefront of your field requires an ongoing commitment to education and personal development. Keep your mind sharp and your thinking clear by engaging with new ideas, challenging your own preconceptions, and always striving to expand your understanding. In doing so, you become more than just a participant in your field. You become a cornerstone of it. Others will look to you for guidance and inspiration, and the example you set will influence the next generation of leaders. Let this be your call to action. Step into the role of a thought leader with courage and conviction. Take responsibility for your mental landscape and mold it with intention. Lead by example, mentor with generosity, and commit to never-ending improvement. This is how you transform your life, your community, and ultimately the world. Embrace this challenge with open arms and a resolute heart, and watch as the boundaries of your influence expand. This is your moment to shine, to show what it truly means to think like a leader, to act like a leader, and to inspire others to do the same.